for awakening the pure soul, who is a conscious, loving servant of Krishna. So, yes, please participate. This is actually Jagya. It's called Yuga, the Yuga Dharma, to engage in this Sankirtan, which means congregational chanting. We can chant on our own as a personal meditation, but this is actually, Lord Chaitanya said, the greater and the more powerful process in association of others. So, for those who don't know, I'll go through the mantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, there's no sign, but we'll start with a couple some pranams to our Guru Maharaj and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatade Sakarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Everyone
Hare,
chant.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki. So we'll, before the lecture discussion goes on, we'll chant one more bhajan. Many of you know it, Jai Radha Madhava. Just a few more minutes. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So now we'll have a discussion. Donna Kelly.
Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for coming. Now we're going to have a lecture session now. The topic for today is the kingdom of God, devoid of God. As given by the speaker is Her Grace Danakeli Devidasi. She joined in ISKCON in 1985 while she was pursuing her PhD in organic chemistry from University of Illinois. She served so many years in Chicago Temple, and she and her husband started a center in Urbana near Illinois Institute of Technology, and they organized Monday Krishna dinners for many years. Now they are traveling and distributing books and preaching on North America. She often speaks various seminars across the country. We are very fortunate and blessed to have her this evening. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for coming this evening. Is the volume okay for everyone to hear? Okay, good. So, happy to be here in Omaha. We'll have some presentation and questions and answers and shoot to end around 20 after 7. So many faces here I recognize tonight, and then some new faces. So before we get into the actual topic or body of the discussion, I'd like to start off with a question, and then this will lead us into our discussion. But the question is, what is the difference between a living body and a dead body? What is the difference? Everybody, like if you're driving down the road, and you're like, ooh, there's a dead squirrel, or ooh, there's a dead deer. That happen to you? Sometimes you're driving around, you see some what they call roadkill, right? So even a child, all right, I bet even Bala can figure that out when he's driving down the road in the car with his family. Like, ooh, there's a dead squirrel. So what's the difference between a dead body and a living body? What do you think, Bala?
A dead body does not have a soul in it, and a living body does.
Very good. The dead body is called dead. Can you hear better now?
Yes.
Okay. The dead body is considered dead because there's no soul present. When the soul is present in the body, everybody's interested in that body, right? Oh, let me give you a hug, let me give you a kiss, let me give you a handshake. But when the soul leaves the body, nobody wants to hug or kiss that body or pet that dead dog or whatever, right? Yuck. Similarly, like in a house, have you ever had this experience? You know, you go to some home, somebody that you love, and you visit them there, and it's all nice, but then that person, you learn, passes away. And now you go visit their home, but that person's not there any longer. Isn't the house really different? right? You go into the house and it's like, it's the same house, the same furniture, the same paraphernalia, everything, but the person isn't there. So it's like the juice is gone. There's no taste there. Or what about a town? A hustling and bustling town, so much nice activity, then maybe some disease goes through the town or some war or something, and everybody vacates the town and there's no, they call it a ghost town, right? And you go to that same town and there's no flavor there because all the living entities have departed. So that is the nature of life here in the material world. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was fighting a war, and he told Krishna, I don't actually care to fight this war, and he gave many reasons why he didn't care to fight the war. And one of the reasons he gave was, see what happened was there were family members, right, on the other side. So in order for him to win the war, it required that he kill many, many people on the other side who were family members, friends, teachers, like that. So Arjuna said, one of the reasons I don't want to fight this war, because even if I win the kingdom, how enjoyable will the kingdom be if all the persons that I love are killed in the process of acquiring this kingdom? What good is having the kingdom then? Right? So the point is that the attractive feature of life is not the external body, whether it's this biochemical body or the building or the kingdom. The externals are not the things that really satisfy us or please us or attract us. What actually pleases us and attracts us is the spirit soul that lives within inside that body or that town or that house or what have you. So this is point number one that we want to make, that it's not the externals that we're actually interested in. So then the next question is, what is the nature of that spirit soul? What is the nature of spirit that makes it so attractive? We all admitted that while this body, is so-called alive, it's attractive, but as soon as that little soul, that teeny tiny soul, departs from the body, we're no longer interested in the body. It becomes repulsive. So what is it about the soul that makes it so attractive? Well, it's explained that the soul is made up of 3 inherent qualities that make it attractive. First is that the soul is what's called sat, or eternal, immortal, never took birth, never dies. That's attractive. Therefore, everyone in this material world is looking for immortality, right? Because it's natural to us to consider death unnatural. So everyone's looking for immortality. The scientists, right? They're doing so much research and they promise 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, we're going to solve all the problems of disease and death. We will make man immortal. Even if it means we have to transport man on spaceships to other planets, somehow or other we will make man immortal. Even the little cockroaches understand that we are eternal and we're not meant to die. How do we know? Did you ever ask a cockroach? How do we know? Because when you see a cockroach running across the table, if you even make the littlest motion towards him, he runs away as fast as the speed of light. Because he knows it's not natural to die. The second quality of the spirit soul is called chit, or consciousness. Consciousness means one is aware, one observes, one is full of knowledge. And again, this is a quality that we're all pursuing here in the material world. Why do we go to school? To get knowledge. We're reading books, we're doing all sorts of things to increase our knowledge. Our scientific, our technological tools help us to have better powers of perception. With our eyes, how much can we see? Practically nothing. But with the microscope, now we're introduced to a whole new universe of microscopic life. And, they can go down with the electron microscope, they can go super down to the smallest, subatomic particles. With telescopes and what have you, spaceships and all this, we can see, galaxies and whatever's out there. So we're always trying to increase our knowledge and our abilities to perceive. Why? Because it's natural to the soul to be chit, or conscious and full of knowledge. And thirdly, the soul has the quality of ananda. Ananda means bliss. It's natural to be happy. Has anyone ever sent you to a psychiatrist because you're peaceful and happy? No. But if we're depressed and disturbed in mind, you need to go see a psychologist or a psychiatrist or something. Because it's actual nature of the self to be satisfied and happy. Therefore, we're all looking for happiness in this material world, somehow or other. Every day we wake up, we have an agenda, how I'm going to be happy today. Nobody's making a list of things to do, how I can be miserable today. Everybody's making a list, how I can be happy today. So these three qualities of the soul, being eternal, being fully cognizant, and full of bliss, are the three attractive qualities of the soul that we're all looking for in this material world. And where does the highest happiness come from? Real ananda comes from an exchange of love. That's why when you go to grandma's house and you meet with your grandmother, you exchange love with her and you feel happiness. But if you just go to your grandmother's house and you don't see her, you don't talk to her, but you go to the cupboard and you get some food, you go to the refrigerator and you get some food, and you watch her television, that doesn't lead to happiness. Sure, when you go visit your grandmother, she'll feed you and she'll give you this thing and that thing, but what really brings the happiness is the personal loving relationship. So in this way, we can understand that dead matter does not satisfy us. So an intelligent person, through analyzing life in the material world, will come to this conclusion that what is wrong with this picture? I know I want to be eternal. I want to be fully cognizant. I want to be fully blissful. But I can't get it here in the material world. So what is wrong with this picture? So an intelligent person will inquire into this subject matter and then pursue what's called the absolute truth. So an intelligent person will understand that our real field for finding satisfaction is not this material world. Our real field for satisfying our desire for eternal life, knowledgeable life, and blissful life is the spiritual realm. Okay, now the next question is, what's the nature of the spiritual realm? Some people, out of frustration, will say that the spiritual world means void. You know, this material world has so many problems, doesn't it? Phew. And a lot of the problems are based on relationships. The relationships don't please us. I have a friend today, tomorrow they talk behind my back. I have a business partner today, tomorrow they cheat me. I have a spouse today, tomorrow they divorce me. I have some other person I love today, tomorrow they die. Somehow or other, relationships and just all the activities in this material world frustrate us. So the person who's acting out of frustration, they will say, oh, I know what the solution is. You just negate all these things. You get rid of personality. You get rid of relationships. You get rid of activities. You get rid of thoughts. And in this way, all the suffering will end. But is that a very intelligent solution? What if your eye has some pain? For some reason, your eye is hurting today. What's the solution? What's the solution? If I have a sore eye today, what should I do? Do you think it's a good idea to pluck it out? Bala just laughed. See, he knows that's a silly answer. But that's what people are doing. They're saying life in the material world is miserable, therefore put an end to life. So their conception of spiritual life is just negate everything material and then you're left with zero, void. But getting out of jail doesn't mean just get out of jail. Get out of jail means get out of jail and join the real life. Having a sore eye doesn't necessitate plucking the eye out. Rather, cure the disease and have a healthy eye again. Similarly, it's explained that the spiritual realm is called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means the place where there is no anxiety. It's not a place of no consciousness. It is a place of full consciousness, but there's no anxiety. And it's explained that in that spiritual realm, there are different spiritual planets called the Vaikuntha Lokas, in which we can live. And the highest planet there is called Goloka Vrindavan. So in the text called Brahma Samhita, there's a short description of what this Goloka Vrindavan is like. Just like before you take a vacation, whether you're going to go to Niagara Falls or Hawaii or some country, another part of the planet, what do you do before you go on a vacation? How do you decide to go to such and such a place? What precedes your putting $1,000, buying a ticket for $1,000 and flying to some place in the world to take a vacation? What precedes that? Well, first you hear about the place to become attracted to it. Nobody's going to spend $1,000 on a plane ticket to go to some place that they've never heard of and that they haven't the foggiest idea what it's like. Might be a war zone or something. So we have to become attracted to a place before we spend our time and money and effort to go there. Similarly, the Vedic scriptures are written to attract our attention to the spiritual world, so that we awaken a desire to actually go there. Because currently we're looking for happiness, immortality, and full consciousness here, but we're looking for it in the wrong place. Isn't it a little silly to look for water in the desert? You can find water in the desert. We can give you that homework assignment. Please find your nearest desert and go for a long walk. After some time, you're going to start seeing something shimmering on the ground, maybe 20 yards in front of you. And by golly, it's a pond of water, a puddle of water. So you start running over there because you're very thirsty after all this walking. So you run over there to get that water, but it escapes you. And now it's still another 20 yards in front of you. So you keep running, and then you get up close and it's not there. What was that? It's called a mirage. There is certainly water in the mirage, but it's fake. Such water cannot please us. Similarly, just like the illusion of water in a mirage, similarly, because you're looking in the wrong place, namely the desert, similarly, whatever happiness, knowledge, immortality that we think we're making progress in finding here in the material world is likened to a mirage in the desert. It doesn't actually satisfy. So the spiritual world then, which has at its pinnacle this planet called Goloka Vrindavan, is that place which is explained to be that place where we can actually find immortality, full cognizance, and bliss. So here's a little description found in the Brahma Samhita of that topmost planet, Goloka Vrindavan. Here it says that Goloka Vrindavan is a place where every tree is a transcendental purpose tree. So there's trees there, by golly, just like we have trees here. But there's a huge difference between the trees here and the trees there. When you have an apple tree here, what do you get from the apple tree? Apples. And if you have a mango tree, what do you get from the mango tree? Mangoes. But you don't get mangoes from an apple tree. But here in Goloka Vrindavan, these trees are called Kalpavriksha trees. They're called desire trees that you can get from them whatever you want. You can get any kind of flower, any kind of fruit, at any time, and in any quantity. Those are the trees in Goloka Vrindavan. Then it says, there in Goloka Vrindavan, the soil is made of the purpose gem, or chintamani. Here, the soil is just made up of sand and clay, mud, you know. But there, the soil is made up of the chintamani, or purpose gem, which is also a wish-fulfilling stone. All the water is nectar. Here, you know, the water you can't actually drink out of the rivers, in case you haven't noticed. You have to filter the water, boil the water, something. You have to do something to the water before you can drink it, because it has a lot of pollutants in it, and bacteria, and all sorts of stuff. But here in Goloka Vrindavan, all the water is nectar. Every word is a song. So there's no just plain old speaking, it's all singing. Every gait is a dance. So there's no walking, there's just dancing. The flute is the favorite attendant. Effulgence is full of transcendental bliss, and the supreme spiritual entities are all enjoyable and tasty. There are numberless milk cows that always emit transcendental oceans of milk. You don't just milk your cow and get 1.5 gallons. You can milk your cow and get unlimited amounts of transcendental milk.